supposed to win. You're the all-powerful
The bare
mom.
minimum.
Yeah.
You're halfway.
You're a
Halfway
pathway.
between Nautilus and here. Don't put your sweater down. That's weird. Just saying.
Yeah, you better bounce, Bill.
Good call.
All right, Bill.
I didn't put that much in here. You're welcome.
What the fuck do I pay you for then?
I lost that check, but I don't remember getting it. You seriously did?
Pretty sure I can figure it out.
You didn't want to fuck with yourself.
Damn it.
Can't believe you fell for that.
No, actually, I do want to get shown how to do it. No!
Back then I felt like, oh, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to be this person, I want to get this house. You know, there's so many things that's stuck on my head that I feel like it's just, you know, you can be a dreamer, right? There's nothing bad about it, but when I stepped into this role of my life now, I just felt like I'm like laser focused of who I want to be. And it's some people might not understand it, right? Because people say, "Oh, why are you restricting yourself to that?" But I'm not restricting myself because I'm focusing on much more bigger things, right? That bigger thing is maybe it could be one thing, but I know that with my personality change now, I know that I can achieve it because I had the discipline to achieve it. I'm no longer thinking or dreaming about it. I'm now working towards it.
Mm. And like during that time, obviously lessons learned through and like change your identity. Was there any early on mistake that you feel like you've made that turned out to be like the biggest lesson you could have taken from it?
I think the biggest mistake probably should have done, would have experienced is that I should have done this earlier. I should have
That's a
done this
great one.
earlier. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think that's my biggest mistake. I should have done this way earlier. Because if I because I did it when I was 26, right?
Mm.
I'm now 31. I'm exposing my age now, but anyways. um, but I wish I could have done it earlier. And I'm seeing people, let's say, do it on 19, 17,
Mm.
16, very young age. I wish I should have been doing this on that age, right? I think that was the biggest one. But again, the lesson on that is, I would probably say that you can start anything anytime you want,
Mm.
right? There's no limit of an age for you to achieve your goals, right? And nothing should be stopping you. And that's kind of like the learn I got from it.
100%. And even, I mean, it's not starting late, but even starting a bit later than you had wished. I mean, there were probably lessons that you learned along the way before you even started that would have compounded you in order to create the agency that you have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And to me, that's kind of crazy that we have, members that are 14, 16, even
Yeah.
18, that sometimes, text me and say, "Oh my God, like, I feel like I'm running out of time. The progress is so slow. I'm not, at this level yet. How long does it take to get to this level?" And they're just like in their teens,
Yeah.
know?
I know.
It's crazy to me. And
Yeah.
it's crazy that, our generation, this generation, it's so ahead of time. And how much you can achieve if you just put your head down in like 5 years. And there's no other career. Like if you think of more classical careers, right? It takes way longer than 5 years to get to a good level.
Yeah.
Not just
yeah.
income, but like a good level where you have some sort of,
Even say in the business or anything that
Yeah.
you're working. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy how fast things can go in this space. Something that I want to touch on is, earlier you mentioned that you co-founded this agency with Mia, your wife.
Yeah.
How did that begin? Like, was that a common decision? Was she also doing something similar? And yeah, tell us a bit more.
It was a common decision to begin with because as I briefly touched on the call, is that we did run a previous marketing agency with her and then along with 3 friends, and but it was a common decision. She was the one who pushed me at first because our expertise of what we studied in university is completely different, right? She was an interior designer, I'm in marketing. So whatever we're doing now is so unrelated to what she was doing in uni. But the way things worked out is so much far better than I expected or she expected, at least. Because this is what we wanted to do because we have one specific goal in life is to be successful, right? So we laid out the plan of how we were going to be successful, and this is it. This is what we planned from that day. So working with your partner, with my partner, in fact, is so good because our goals is so clear. It's crystal clear, right? So our work management, time management, the way we manage our life, it just clicks every time, because of
You
see
that
what I'm
one
saying?
specific goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then what starts to happen is you start to like
would you
stack this.
recommend
So
now,
for example,
obviously, I
I'm
mean,
going to like take an
you've
example
had a
of
success
like
story
dating
with
women, 'cause I
working
think
with
it's
your
a very
partner
easy
or
example to
spouse.
illustrate this. If I said to you,
Would you
like,
recommend to
if I
others,
put in
or
front
is
of
there
you right
some
now a
precautions some
supermodel
people
and I
should
said, go and
take
speak to this
in order
lady
to
and get a
work
number,
with your partner
you're
or
probably going to
spouse? Any
fuck up.
advice?
It depends. I mean, I'm
Like,
not looking or anything.
Yeah.
With
But
relationships,
if you
I
spent
think,
all
you
day
know, I can give some
building
few
up your
advices,
winner
but like
effect
if we're
by
talking
maybe
about how
speaking
you
to the
work with your
person in the
partner,
grocery
it's up to
store,
you. It's
maybe
up to
complimenting
how
a
you
random
guys want to lay
stranger,
it out, the
maybe then
roles,
having an actual
you know,
conversation with someone when
responsibilities,
you're
how you
walking down
guys
the
split
street,
responsibilities.
maybe then,
Like make
I
sure you
don't know,
don't clash. For
speaking to
example,
someone
in some few
else
responsibilities, for example,
and
in
basically like building
handling
up these
the
micro
operation and
wins.
sales,
Then
she's
what will
handling, let's say,
happen is
marketing.
when you go,
You know,
if
as
I
long
then
as you
put this
don't
really
mix
attractive lady in front of
responsibilities
you,
together, I
you're
think
going
you
to have
guys are
a
going to be just
very,
fine,
like a much more
because that's
greater chance
where
of success. Now
the
that is
tension
actually
is going to
about
create,
stacking
right?
micro
Because
wins and
let's be honest,
recognizing that
if you
there
have
is
a
no such
partner,
thing
there
as
will be
failure,
competitions,
only
right?
success.
So if you both are doing exactly the same thing, you're not going to move forward, because all
That's
you're
the
going to be doing
first
all
thing,
day
is
is
to
competing with
actually,
each
and
other,
honestly, I recommend you all read this
right?
book, The Winner
So if
Effect,
you split
because as soon
responsibilities,
as
I
it kind
think
of
you
clicks
guys are
in
going
your
to be
head,
just fine. But again, it all
then you
depends
can
on, you know, that your
stack
type
up
of
your
partner,
life
whether
to be
you
as
can
geared
work
as
together on
possible
this,
to
because some even
pushing
corporate
you
jobs doesn't even
towards
allow you
winning
to date someone
and making
inside
sure that
your
time you
work,
feel like
right?
you're
Because
not,
of that
you can
reason,
quickly snap
you
yourself
know,
back
because
into
you
winning.
might bring the tension inside the business, but
And I'll put
can be
myself perfect.
on the
That's the
business,
first thing.
leave your
Jack
personal
or
life
Charlie, sorry.
outside of it.
Good to see you. We're just breaking down
We actually have a question from
confidence.
Naeem saying, do you feel like you were playing
We're
a
breaking
different
down
game
how
since
to
you were
build
married,
it and
like
then
more
how
risk
to
and bigger
believe it when
responsibility?
you have it. So I started by saying, look,
Yes.
you can first build it,
Yes.
or you can
The
kind of
answer to that
fake
is
it,
yes.
but
It's
it
a
also
different game. It's a
works.
different
Or
ball game.
ideally, you can do both.
Because
And if you can do
it's not
both,
just your,
it works very well.
you're kind of like sacrifice, or you're risking
So
your relationship, you're also
yeah.
risking
stack
your
micro
business at the same
wins,
time.
you get
So
the
it's a
winner
completely
effect. The other
different
thing
game,
that you can
because
do,
if
which
you
is not
have
nice to say,
a
but
full
it's
job,
just true,
full-time job,
is you
and
do
then you're
difficult
married,
shit.
you know, yeah, you can
Now,
one thing
I'm
could
giving you
be
all of the different
damaged and
ways
one
that
thing
I
can be
personally
fixed,
see and
right?
I
But
have used to
this
get
time we're
confident.
mixing both together.
Now, what are
So
some
it's a
examples
completely
of
different game.
difficult shit? Actually, before we do that, why do you guys
High
think
risk,
it's
high
important to
reward.
do
High
difficult
risk, high
shit to
reward.
build
That is
confidence?
correct.
I think there needs to be, as you said,
because
even
if you pay,
of course,
yeah, like
even
you
if
prove to yourself
your partner is not
you
your
can work
life
hard, like you are
partner
not made
because
of
you're a
paper.
partner in business, right? There
You can
needs
prove
to
that
be affinity
You
when
yourself.
it comes
basically
to,
get the reference
okay, we're
experience. You
both
can look at your life
aware
and you can be like, oh,
that this
damn,
is
I've
the
done all of this
direction,
stuff.
this is
But at the same time, I just want to make sure that they're okay, they're having fun every day. I will jump on Discord because our internal server is this Discord, and then I would just hear them laughing, making a joke while doing their work, right? So it doesn't even sound like an office anymore, because they all feel like they're siblings, which is what we said from the beginnings, that when you join Studio 12, you're not just going to be a part of an agency or a business, you're going to be part of a
And
family.
I've put it there, it's
You're
just
going
my
to be
name.
more
But
home, and they
You can have a look. Like I'm posting now every single day. Now, if you said to me 1 year ago, okay, you're gonna post every day, it would be very uncomfortable.
That's amazing.
But I start to build
I
this
think also
confidence
though
through
having
actual
that
real life,
laughter and having that
like
yes, you're still working and having
demonstratable
those quizzes and
things
yes,
that
you're
I've
still doing
done.
the work, but actually doing those things.
So a good exercise
you
now,
end
and
up
I did it
working
in a
better
community
together,
call
you can actually
earlier.
produce
Are you
better
guys
work
happy
than
to
you
go
could
around one by one and share
individually
maybe
and not
something
having
difficult that
kind
you'd
of,
like to try and do over the next
connection
week?
with each other. And also on that, I think
True.
having you and Mia be obviously
What's
in the
something you
business
think you can
together,
do just to like actually
definitely
in real life build that
pushes,
confidence?
like Rebecca, pushes that culture towards it and like, puts it into fruition. Like it's not, you're not just saying it, it's also like something that you guys are physically doing.
Speak to every person at the gym. Like usually I speak to always the same like 1 or 2 people. One day I will go in and talk to everybody.
Can I share
Like
something
this
that like
week.
I did a YouTube video on this, right? This sounds silly, but one of my friends watched that YouTube video. It's just about speaking to people in the gym. He's a hypnotist. He met this guy that's best friends with Andrew Tate. The guy closed out a whole gym so just him and my friend could train. Purely because he had the balls to go up and start to speak to different people in the gym. Because no one does it. And you don't know like who you might be speaking to. But we don't put ourselves out